Hey guys, hey guys, welcome back. Or if you're new, hey, how's your week been? Mine's been good. So today I am doing another. Guess what it is? Hold on, really quickly. Let me just get this lighting good, or actually, mediocre. But I'm doing another Bendy book review. This one is called Bendy Fade to Black, and this book is about this girl named. Let's just hop into it, okay? This girl named Rose. She has like some puddles problem because like the puddles, and like father problems because the father I'm pretty sure has like something like PTSD, or well he has like something where he went to war and he has like flashbacks. So sometimes when he's at home with the people he loves, he may not know that. He may think he's still at war. So and yeah, not only that, this is Rose is an optimistic person, and at first when she was a kid, she thought that was pretty bad, but it's actually a positive. She learns that at the beginning of the book, and and then now she's like a teenager, 18, 17, somewhere around, I think 18, and has a her mother is with her, lives with her dad, has this younger brother named Ollie. These are characters in her house, or like their house, I guess, home, and she she gets this job called at Joey's place. Is it Joey Drew Studios? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Joey Drew Studios, but I'm not 100% sure, honestly. And in this book, she meets this guy named Evan. Evan at first is kind of like a grumpy guy, but he's actually pretty decent. He's not like SpongeBob, but he's not like of like SpongeBob nicest level, but he's not like Plankton evil. He's kind of neutral. That's the best way to describe it. Or just okay guy, I guess. At least a 5 out of 10. And then you got Papa D, who just sucks. I mean, he's just a grumpy dude. He's just always angry, like, and also Joey is in this book, and is actually really nice. Her job is, I don't even remember her job at the very beginning, but she meets Joey, and Joey's pretty nice to her, and like Gloomy, who is barely in the book, but she's nice as well. I can't really tell you much about them because they're barely in the book. Well, I can tell you about Papa D. That's what his name is, or Steven. I can't really tell you about Gloomy D, or whatever her name is. I can tell you about Joey, and we'll talk about him. So now, this Joey Drew show, it's not Bendy. It's not like the little Bendy cartoons. He's in it. He's running the show. He runs it. It's like a little Sesame Street kind of thing. Or something like that. A little kid show, or like my neighbor, what's that guy? I don't remember. And he get they don't got a TV because they're kind of broke around this like 19 around this Great Depression or World War II setting, or somewhere around there, like 1940s, or like 39, like somewhere around there. And he gives them a TV. He gives them the 3D glasses, and there's an effect on them called Silly Vision. Silly Vision is actually in Bendy in the Dark Revival. It's I don't know what it is, but at the very beginning of the game, there's like a thing that mentions Silly Vision, tells you what it is. That's a big part of this book, and it kind of gives you more of the story of what Silly Vision is. It's like 3D, but on steroids. That is literally what it is. So she gets the TV, invites like a little party, then they try it on. They could like without the glasses. I mean, they could still like watch it, but 3D adds something special. Shows like Bendy, like, and she can actually see Bendy later in the book. I think without the glasses, or maybe they're still on. They still see Bendy, like in real life. Nobody else can see it but her and Ollie. Maybe they get a little delusional, but I don't know. So, oh, what's that word? Spoilers that I keep forgetting. Yeah, I forgot the word spoilers. But I have saved myself from spoiling the rest of this book without telling you. But I've already spoiled some of it, or like half of it. I don't know. And in this book, there's she goes to this party or something. Oh yeah, she's like, and Evan is like, we don't trust people like you. I'm sorry. But she does save Evan because when they're in the elevator, he's about to fall into this hole or something. And yeah, they have a little talk, and he's like, I work for Jenner, blah blah blah. Yeah, Evan does. He works for Jen, and he also and then she gets goes to this party, sees this guy in the alley. Well, what does she actually do? She leaves. Good thinking. It gets out of there quick. So she goes to the party, meets Allison Pendle, who is the voice of Alice Angel, but originally it was actually Susie Campbell. If you guys did not know that, and yeah, and then they go to this little cartoon because they don't want to miss the show. They meet Joey, talk to Joey, and Joey's like gone, and then she meets Allison, and then out of nowhere, oh yeah, I think they're at Nathan Arch's house. I'm pretty sure, or like Joey. I'm pretty sure it's Nathan Arch's house. Yeah, it's Nathan Arch's house. I'm pretty sure that they go to. Although I don't think you see him in the book, you do go to his house, and she goes in there, and she also wants to get the Illusion of Living because it's been out of print or like it's not being sold anymore and it's very rare, and she wants to get that book too. And okay, but she goes in that little room. It's kind of dark, and then some guy who is blind in one eye talks old and is actually the son of Nathan Arch. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, it is Wilson. Yeah, Wilson is in here, and he's like the janitor or something. I think that's what I'm pretty sure. And he is he's in there just kind of staring. He's like acting weird, trying to talk. He's like, "Oh, do you like the?" And she's like, "Oh, do you like the Bendy shows?" And he's like, "I don't think so." And then Evan comes in. He's like, "Let me see those glasses." But she's like, "I don't want to." And Wilson's like, "Yeah, let her stay." He kind of talks like that, but Evan's like, "Yeah, no, yeah, yeah, I'll pass. I'll let the rose stay, buddy." And that's the last time you see him. No, you only see him once. But hey, nice cameo, Wilson. And you too, Alice. And Pendle. Well, that was her name. Yeah, it was. And that nice cameos. And there was like this one, and then Evan breaks the glasses, and Joey's like, who did this? And Rose is like, "Oh, it's my fault." And Evan's like, "I accidentally stopped him." And he's like, "Oh, you did?" "Yep. Sorry to tell you this, Evan. You're fired, buddy." And that's what happens. So, and then they, and then she gets like this call. She's trying to get that book so about the Illusion of Living. I actually own that book, so you could take a copy of mine. Alright, that was a dumb joke. But you could take a copy of mine, Rose, if you wanted to. But she gets a call from Dot, and she goes to Dot, and Dot's like, "Joey sucks. There's a man named Buddy I knew." And then, yeah, he gets killed by the creature. And Joey is not a good guy. The ink machine needs to be stopped. And later, you kind of get to go visit this place. You get to go visit all the things and all that. You get to go see the ink machine. You get to see like the music place, I think, the music department, and like Heavenly Toys, I think, or something. You get to meet some locations from the game. I'm pretty sure the first one, anyways. And then I know I say "and then" a lot, or just "and." But before this, you meet a guy, Archie. Archie? How do you say his name? Well, he was the guy who is actually the audio recording in Bending Dark Revival. It's called Pay to Die. Voiced by Super Horror Bro, Mike, by the way. Check him out if you want. Uh, he's good. He he talks to this lady because he's like, I used to work for Jen or something like that. Or no, he was a test subject for like ink or something, and they kept him there like prisoners, but he escaped through the sewers. Yeah, so they were test subjects, more like prisoners as well. Test subjects, prisoners. This kind of explains a little bit of the what they were kind of doing before before all this stuff and experimenting with people, and that's why you see like the dead bodies in there or something like that in Bending Dark Revival. And that's possible, and it could also be why uh what they were doing to Sammy or Henry or something, some of those subjects, or Bertram from Bendy Dark Revival as well. Who knows? But at least I know. I think that the the body bags are probably test subjects, and Archer Carter escaped. Good for him. Also, he saves him from going in this fake train because like she actually thought there was a train there, but it's not. And also, Ollie be seeing Bendy sometimes. She actually pulls a knife because he gets a knife, and he's like, "I don't want Bendy to hurt you, Rose and Dad." And he and when the dad is actually calm, settling down, Ollie kind of screws up because he kind of sees Bendy, and then he gets scared and everybody panics. Oh yeah, he falls in the snow one time. Ollie becomes like a little delusional, thinking Bendy is real, and Rose is at first like, he's fake, but later that ain't true. She changes. Oh yeah, so after knowing the dark history, when Archie tells him and Dot tells him, she can't trust Joey anymore. So they all three go over. Okay, but she gets the key and they open it to the room to the ink machine. But guess who's there? Evan. And Evan is like taking it apart, bringing it back to Jen. And Rose is like, "Oh, please don't do this." He's like, "What are you gonna do? You try and stop me." And you know what they actually do? They do stop him. They grab a pipe, or Archie does, and smack him, takes him out. And then he's like, "Oh, the monster, or which I'm gonna assume is the ink demon. He's connected to me, or something like that." So he runs away, kind of gives them the time to escape. They try to save Evan. Evan says, "Yeah, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Leave. Bye. Uh, I'll sacrifice my life." And that's what they do. And then they escape. Dot is never seen again, which is a shame, but that's okay, I guess. I mean, she just escapes, and there's still like 70, 50 pages left after this part. So then Ollie's staring at the TV, and the dad's like, "What is happening?" So then he's like, "Oh, I know." She explains it to him. He's like, "Okay." And then she takes the glasses and puts it on. And then they enter like through the TV. Yeah, so with these glasses, the silly vision has, I guess, affected them so much that they now enter the Bendy world. They're like, how there's like the cartoon world where you spend most of the game, but in the beginning of Dark Revival, you spend like in the human world or like the real world. That's what that is. Now we're in that world, I'm pretty sure. And she goes down in like this hole and then sees like a lost one trying to attack her, so he just punches him. Good. And then they're at the music department. Guess who's there? Yeah, we all know him. We all know him. No, I'm joking. I wish, but they're in that area where Sammy was in Ink Machine, and there's like this light coming somewhere. It's like it just stands at her, and he's like, "Who is this?" And they screams at her, and always like, "All right, here, come here." They go open the door and they put a chair behind it. If you don't know who this light creature is with like metal screams, well, I'm just gonna tell you guys that I'm pretty sure is the projectionist. Yes, the projectionist is a threat in this book, and he actually goes after Rose, but Ollie and them team up and he just gives up. And then Archer, or Archie, I don't even know how to say the guy's name. He's still alive, and he gives them to Mike and all these other people who've been here. And Joey from a recording is here. Yeah, it's just a recording, but like not like an audio tape that's already been recorded. It's recording right now. So like he can hear them. And they're talking and he's like, "Don't you love this place?" Oh yeah, they're not Heavenly Toys. They go all the way that far to Heavenly Toys, which is really far. Like I don't even know how they got there, because we never really explained how far we got knocked out and how far we were dragged when Sammy knocked us out in Bendy in the ink machine. We never really explained that. I wish they would. So, yeah, they go there and the ink demon comes. He's about to attack them. But oh wait, last second the projectionist fights. And they're like fighting, which is actually nice because that's what they do in the first game. And we all know who won that if you guys have seen those videos or seen the game or played it actually, and or if you just heard about it. We all know who wins in the end, but it was kind of cool to see that them going at another duel, although you don't really see it too much. And also Mike is one of these people, he gets killed or something. Okay. And then all he just imagines, he like finds inner peace, and then levitates in the air, or kind of flies in the air, and so do they. And then they just imagine that they're back home, and they literally go back home. The end. Okay, what? What I think about it, that ending is weird. Where they like just imagine it. I mean, if they could do that in any Bendy game, they could have escaped instantly. No, Audrey wouldn't have to go through all this in Dark Revival, and Henry wouldn't either. Like, just imagine that you're free, and you could have maybe won. Every character from Bendy, if they just imagine, they could have probably won. Well, I don't know. It maybe has some. Maybe that's the weakness of the silly vision. I do like the characters. Every character is good, old and new. Um, I wish. Oh yeah, they do mention Henry in here sometimes, saying Henry's a traitor and Henry owns like these characters or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, although he doesn't, or I'm talking to him or something like that. I mean, although Henry isn't in the book really, they do mention him here and there, so that was nice. And they really need to get. We need. I like I like this book. Any issues? I wish there was more of the Ink Demon. He was not really in this one. It was cool to get a projectionist scene. Don't get me wrong. That was pretty cool. But I think the Ink Demon played a very tiny role compared to the Illusion of Living, or I meant the Lost one. He barely was in that. Okay, in the what's it called? The Lost Ones. That's the right Bendy book. He played a decent role in that one. And I don't think he really played a big role in this one. Kind of a minor role. Which, I mean, he did something. Don't get me wrong. He was in it like 2 to 3 times, but it wasn't very long. And the projectionist actually was in it for a good scene. Uh, I think that's it. I don't know. It was good. Writing's good. Characters are good. Uh, I wish I could explain more of this puddles things. But that's just me. I mean, wait, she already knows what the puddles are before she even knows who Bendy is, before she even works there. Little confusing. Yeah, that's it, I guess. That's all the issues I'm pretty sure I have with this book. It is good. It's also, wait, like 310 pages? Oh, yeah, I don't remember what happens to Archie, or what, Archie Carter? Whatever that guy's name is, that's kind of hard. He just said to like say he's like, run, and then they never, and then I don't even remember what happens to him. I wish Evan's death feels kind of lame. Uh, Not terrible, but like there's one character in here, Gloomist, who's a new character. I'm pretty sure. She could have been in the game. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she wasn't though. She could have done a little more. I mean, at first you kind of like get to know her, but then you barely see her after that, like one scene. After they kind of build it up, and then they just don't anymore, which is a shame. Also, they had to get the keys. Why couldn't we get another Wilson scene? We know Wilson's got keys to place. I know he's seen the ink machine. They literally said that in the game. So we could have got another Wilson scene, but they decided to give it to Papa D. And like, bro, I don't even want to hang out with this guy. He's just rude. I get that's the point, but like, still, I mean, good job. He's not really supposed to be likable, Papa D, but they did their job good. I think that's it. I think, I think they kind of treated Wilson too mean. Like, I know he's a bad guy, but like, we all know this guy is literally neglected from his dad. Or that's what at least I think. Because, he was lonely. I mean, his dad never really paid attention to him. They could have honestly treated him more of not a joke. The characters. I mean, I get it, he's a creepy guy, but like, I don't know. Maybe that was a little harsh. I mean, you're judging a guy that you don't even know. Rose doesn't even know him. I mean, yeah, sure, he's creepy, but like, does creepy equal bad? Like a terrible person? I wouldn't say that. And Evan just yells at him, and I was like, what? Like, I get it, he's not a good guy, but like, still, you don't even know the guy. You know what? When I say that stuff like, oh, I hate Alice Angel, the evil one, I don't really mean that. I don't really mean that. Or, uh, I hate this so and so character. I don't really dislike the evil Alice, or just Alice. That, the like half burnt face or whatever. I don't actually hate her. I just like to give her a lot of hate. But like, I at least got to know the character. To not like or to not be friends with. This guy barely did. This guy probably has never seen Wilson in his life, and he's talking trash. Well, I mean, do you just go up to people and just yell at them? Do you just go up to people and yell at people? Stay away! Yeah, maybe if the guy was, I don't know, trying to do something bad to somebody, that's different. But he wasn't. And he's like, stay away, you creep. And it's like, bro, he's not even really doing anything except talking to her. I mean, I didn't think talking to people was bad, but I guess to Evan it was. Oh, well, I guess Evan isn't really even that great of a character. Well, person-wise. So that's all. I know that took forever, and maybe this is my opinion too. So have you guys read this? Oh yeah, score. I'd give it a 4.4.5 out of 5 stars, and I would give it 8.9 out of 10. Maybe 8.8. 8.8 out of 10. Honestly, this book right here, this is the one I reviewed. This is the best out of the 3 I have reviewed and have read. So maybe hit that like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I know that took forever to explain that one part, but see you guys.